Hi guys, and welcome to the next webinar for Totara Partners in conjunction, obviously, with GO1. Just we're just taking you through the ROI return on investment opportunity today for Totara Partners, taking a bit more of a look into the percentages that you're looking to get from this, and also just to let you know about how the EAP is shaping up, and then what our future plans are for yourselves, the Totara Partners. Start by doing just a quick run through of how it's going to look. So we've got an example deal in dollars figures, and we'll be taking you through just roughly the breakdown, how GO1 and yourselves will be benefiting from content collaboration going forward. Simple terms for the content deals. We're going to touch quickly on the general referral side of things. So if you wanted to refer one of your customers and give us the lead and contact details with your introductions, more than happy to collect that information. And we actually have the facilities here to follow that up and do the legwork for you if you're preferring that aspect. And then just at the end, any questions you guys may have. So let me first start off by running through, you may have seen this in the collateral. And like I say, while we're going through this webinar, feel free to chuck any questions in and let us know if anything pops up, and we'll cover those off during or at the end. So just looking initially at this, what's part of our collateral for deals going forward. We've created a hypothetical situation with Cyberdyne Systems needing content for around 3,000 of their employees. Now, obviously, this will be done in collaboration with yourselves, the Totara partner. What we would use in this instance with a conservative estimate of 3,000 employees, say that came to $150,000. That percentage there's a 70% on those sort of content deals that would be going to content providers. Now, of that 30% net revenue, 10% of that would be going to yourself, the partners. So that's a third of the net revenue, which equates to 10% total revenue. Now, the reason why we make it clear is obviously the content providers are getting remunerated for their content, and the 10% that you receive as a Totara partner is the same that we receive on these deals as GO1. So we really see this as a collaborative effort where we're both working to facilitate content deals for your clients, and the split is really equal in terms of GO1 and the partner on all of these deals. Now, that is also annual recurring revenue. So in this instance of $150,000 deal for 3,000 users, that would equate to $15,000 of annual recurring revenue. So say that was a 2 or 3 year deal, that would keep on ticking over for that contract start date for the next part of that contract. And if they were to continue thereafter with the content, that works out for you guys as well. So just to touch on that again, so for us, it's a really even split. Like, we're really keen to emphasize these points and make sure that you guys are aware that we see this as a real symbiotic relationship. We want to make sure that everything that we're doing for you guys as Totara partners, we're clear and concise in our message. If ever, part of the EAP structure is we can be flexible with you guys. So if you have a custom deal or any bespoke content that you wanted to work with, we can obviously work and collaborate with you guys and the client on that. If you wanted to bring any of our experts in the sales team, we can also facilitate that and make sure that anything that the customer is looking for in terms of a content space, we're able to facilitate that, whether that be part of our catalog. If there's a particular provider that they wanted to work with, we can actually go there and engage the content provider and put that through the integration as well to make sure that your clients have access to that content. Now, the current state in EAP means that we're very flexible with payment, but the way that we see future remuneration for you yourselves, the partners, would be working more on a monthly basis, where um, at the end of each month we'd provide you with reporting on how many deals you've closed that month, um, what the recurring credit note for you were on each month, and also have some sort of partner interface. A big part of our roadmap would be to have some sort of partner interface where we are clearly communicating with you guys what your current monthly remuneration is for as a partner, and obviously that would also give us good tracking to see where we're at and how the partnership was going. Now that is the future aspect of the integration. Currently with the AP, we can be flexible. So if there was a need for invoicing to perhaps be done on a different way, we're more than happy to have those discussions. We've had a mixture of current deals where we've invoiced customers via partners direct and they've just paid that invoice, or partners have received money and they've paid us lesser the partnership percentage. Now, obviously going forward, that will exclusively be done via invoice, but we're more than happy to work with our early adoption program partners to make sure that we can facilitate content deals that they have as part of implementation. Now, we mentioned custom content deals and toolkits for partners. Now, part of the return on investment side of things is we want to make sure that you yourselves, the partners, have everything you need to make sure that you can facilitate these deals. A big part of that for us is that it's clear, concise message, and hopefully your understanding of what you guys are receiving. And that's why we're going to be developing this partnership interface, so you guys can either log in or contact us for a quick report to see where you're at in terms of annual recurring revenue. As well as that, with certain custom content deals, we've also gone out and price matched or facilitated deals for Totara Partners. Now, the percentage split on custom content deals, which is anything outside of our catalog of premium content, if you were looking for, say, a handful of 10 courses that are very bespoke and very niche for a particular, say, health industry, we could go out and find that content for you. And if there's a really price sensitive issue to be considered, and you yourselves, the partners, wanted this content to facilitate a larger implementation, then we're more than happy to do that for you. And this percentage might be a bit different, but obviously we'll be more than happy to have those discussions. And I think the main thing for us as we develop and the integration moves forward is to make sure any bespoke custom deals, our team will really communicate every step of the way to make sure that you're happy with what the quote is to the client. We have our price match guarantee as well. So if any content is sourced, we'll match that price for that specific piece of content as well. And that will all go through our integration. So it just gives you real ease of use, ease of curation for your client as well, and hopefully gives you greater reporting and analytical capabilities for the content that you have. So while we also have that custom deals covered, we've also got general inquiries. So there's going to be potentially, as part of this return on investment idea, you might have existing clients that contact you asking for marketplace or content items. You may have clients as well that, through your expertise, contact you. They have a completely different LMS and they just want to talk to you about their future marketplace ideas. So whoever they may be with, we have the capability to integrate with that off other LMSs through our basic API integration. So if that does happen, we have developed a Google Doc. Now we'll cover that on the next slide. But that document is just to be filled out with some basic information that will be passed through to our trained account executives that will be able to talk through any content needs those customers. Now you will, obviously that will be treated as a referral through you guys as well, and we'll be keeping you in the loop every step of the way as we develop those leads with your referrals. So that will also be part of the partnership agreement as well. So obviously, if there's someone who comes through to you asking for your expertise on content, and you said, look, I'd love to help you. I've got a partnership with GO1. How about I put you in touch with them, and they can talk you through their marketplace, and also talk you through how that would look on your LMS. Obviously, that's great annual recurring revenue for yourself. We'll be doing the heavy kind of lifting in terms of talking to the client and making sure that we have everything covered, that they'll be able to cover and get the content that they're wanting through ourselves. Now, the reason we really want to make sure this is a two-way feedback from yourselves as partners. So going forward, if there's any information or any feedback that you think would improve or enhance the process, this is what we really want to hear about in that early adoption program. So if there's something that you think that can be improved, or you want to give us feedback on the current ROI setup, we'd be more than happy to have those conversations as well. Likewise, if there's specific deals where you come to us and you just want to make sure that this content deal facilitates your larger implementation, more than happy to work with you and make sure that we can help facilitate those deals. We want to really be a useful kind of sticky point for your clients. So once they have that content and it's integrated into Totara and into their LMS, they have some sort of reason to really stick with yourselves as the partner and have that content rolling year on year. Now, the referral process, like we touched on, is just a simple Google Doc. We'd just collect some information. More than happy for some, at the bottom of the referral document, there'll be a space for you to leave general comments. So perhaps wanting to give us a bit more idea into the scope and the needs for the customer. The great thing about this is, like I say, if there's an existing customer, you're busy with your current implementations, or you've got a really heavy workflow on and you can't quite have those marketplace discussions right at that moment, more than happy for us to take the lead, send us those that information. We'll contact the client and update you every step of the way to make sure that you're happy with how that content conversation goes. We've got a really highly trained account executive team that will be able to talk your referral through all of the content options, make sure they have the right ability for them, and through our SCORM capabilities, we'll be able to integrate onto that LMS, whatever it may be. Now, the reason why we developed this was some feedback from partners who obviously wanted to have their recommendations and the clients that would come to talk to them about specifically marketplace content deals, and potentially being time poor with so many implementations on the go. They wanted to have some sort of process where they could come and basically give information to us and still have part of that partner referral percentage come to them. So that's why I've developed it, and I'm more than happy to, again, receive feedback and work really closely with you guys on that one. Now, one of the key things for us is that you guys are happy, and if you want to be involved and in the process, we're more than happy to have that as a process. Likewise, if you guys wanted us to lead with it and just update you as we go, and then perhaps update you as part of that larger partnership scale, we can do that as well. So in this EAP stage, it's going to be very easy for us to be flexible, keep you updated, and then the long-term objective is to simply have you looking at that partnership interface, seeing exactly how many content deals you've got on at the moment, what your current annual recurring revenue is, and have all of that reporting capabilities on the partnership at your disposal. So that's definitely on our roadmap and something that will come second half of this year as part of that phase 2 of the integration. Now, I appreciate there's probably a lot more in terms of questions as well. So we want to make sure that if there are any questions, you just simply write to us at the totara@go1.com email address. And likewise, if there's anything that you need, we've got my contact details at the top, and that will be phone number and email. And we're more than happy to get feedback from you guys in this early stages. We know that in terms of content deals, we have our huge library that has access to over 1,000 courses now, and like with that curation of content, we're more than happy to be working with yourselves and the clients how that may work. I do think that any custom bespoke deals we're more than happy to use that referral process to make sure that we're covering and have your kind of full backing and just to make sure that we can also suffice all of the client needs. So if there's any questions at all, feel free to shoot out. Otherwise, like I say, you can see the email address there for myself, Jamie at go1.com, or simply email Totara at go1.com as well. Does anyone have any questions at the moment? Okay, great. So like I say, do email us. We've got a really responsive team here, and with the referral doc, that's already been sent out to existing partners in the EAP space, and any new partners, anyone that wants to be part of that early adoption program. We're more, with the current geography, we're more than happy to send you the toolkit with all the collateral, and that can be co-branded. We can send you the referral docs, and you will have access to all of this information to make sure that we can start facilitating content deals for your clients. So if there's not any more questions, thanks a lot for your time, guys. And yeah, do reach out. Any questions, just let us know.